Welcome back to Let's Play Kanon Standard Edition for the PC. In the last episode, Makoto mentioned that her dreams, where it's all dark, scare her. So, yeah, she is having a bit of a tragic story here. Anyway, let's continue onward. They'll rot. Oh yeah, Makoto hasn't brushed her teeth. Shame on you. Don't blame me if you end up suffering a painful fate at the dentist. I imagine L from Death Note would get a very painful fate at the dentist if he ever went. With all that damn ice cream of his. When lunchtime comes, this is what you gotta do. Go and look for Mono. I've never tried the other one, so there are some choices you make later in the game and some at the start of the game that don't affect what story you're going for as much, but there are ones that you really need to pick to get the story going, and make sure that it ends well. The only one that I've seen that ends badly if you choose the wrong choice on the last one is my story. There are one or two choices in that will result in a bad ending or just an ending that doesn't really involve any character, really. When lunchtime comes, I head off in search of a Mono. This involves a tour of the first year classrooms, making inquiries. Nobody's willing to admit they know the name. I begin to wonder if she gave a false one. Maybe she thought you had a Death Note, Yuichi. Precisely, so I wouldn't be able to find her this way. But just as I am getting seriously worried, the name finally gets a reaction. Replies the girl I've accosted at the classroom door with a glance behind her. She asks after a moment of hesitation. She must have been looking at the color of the badge on my collar to check what year I was. Presumably, she'd have left me to call her myself if I hadn't been her senior. Please. I'm grateful. It would have been rather awkward for me to have to barge into a classroom full of younger kids. I find it weird how he's like, yes, they're much younger than me. 1 year younger than you, and you're saying, they're a lot younger than me. Only 1 year younger than me, but they're younger than me. I don't get that about schools. It's like, wow, you're 1 year older than me, so that makes you my senior. So that's really important, apparently. That's amazing. She pales as she turns, as if this is something she'd rather not do. Mono is sitting at a desk by the window, reading quietly. The girl approaches her. They exchange words, briefly. I know what her answer is, even before I hear it. She sinks back into her book without so much as a glance my way. Even allowing for her nature, I thought she'd have at least put the book down if she were going to talk to me. So the other girl walks back across the classroom alone. Yeah, I guessed. You gotta leave without making a scene. I've never tried the other one, though. Thanks anyway. I thank the girl, who is looking rather glum, and depart. Mono hasn't looked in my direction once. What little I can see of her usually expressionless face gives me the impression that she, too, is sad. Why is she sad? When school ends, I hurry outside, knowing that Makoto will be waiting for me under the cold sky. It's the same scene again, 3 days in a row. Hey, been waiting? She illustrates this with a narrow gap between thumb and forefinger. It's pretty cold. You could have just gone on home. And besides, I might treat you to something, right? Yay, she smiled. I don't think she's done that in a while. Maybe we should stop at the shopping center on the way home then. In practice, this means first the bookshop and then the bakery. We walk side by side, chewing Nikuman. Our route takes us past the arcade. There's a crowd there again. Like yesterday, a long queue of people waiting for a turn with the photo sticker machine. At this time of day, a lot of people are naturally in school uniform. I'm not the only one who comes here on the way home. Makoto makes to run on ahead. Oh, don't be silly. It's just a machine. It doesn't eat people. I grab her by the scruff of the neck. I was just thinking, some of these girls are in my class. I'm sure they'd let you join in if I asked. Why? Don't you want to have your picture taken? Maybe she's like one of those Sims in The Sims 2, the ones that whenever they go out is like a fear that they take a picture in one of those photo booths. There's a possibility there. Well then, go on and join in. You'll enjoy it, really. You'll never know anyone if you don't even talk to someone you don't know. She begins to flail her arms about wildly, trying to shake me off. The feeling flies from her Nikuman and sprays us both with pork. You really are shy, aren't you? Possibly shyer than I am. Having wiped my face, I proceed to run my fingers through Makoto's hair to clean it out. You don't even talk to Akiko-san or Naoki unless they speak first. Man, this sounds almost exactly like me. I don't really speak to people unless they speak to me first. I mean, online, I can talk to anyone. But in person, that's when I'm very shy. Not that I've ever seen. There, you're all clean now. Maybe we should take a photo together as a family. What do you mean, why? It's only natural to do things like that when we're living together, isn't it? So what? So am I. Are you stupid? You really think that's what they want? So, why don't we ask them, then, instead of assuming the worst? I'll even do it for you. She turns away from me and begins to walk. Talk about having problems. I chase after her. When we get home, I head for my desk and try to focus on my long overdue studies. That is to say, this week's homework. But as I merely scribble lines in my workbook, the door opens. Makoto pokes her head inside. Now what? How nice for you. Makoto. Don't I look busy? I wave my pen in her general direction. I'm studying! Do you think I care more about your manga than my exams? Afraid not, Makoto. In this day and age, well, any day and age really, you have to balance them out, really. See you next time, viewers. Not that I would know anyway, I don't have a job. Or work. Apart from LPing. Which is both fun and work. So it's kind of balanced. Whatever, who cares? See you next time.